How's it going, Buzz? I think it's about time I grab a blanket, tuck you in nice and cozy, get you all comfortable and ready for bed. And just maybe yap for a little while. Just keep you company as you try and drift off and fall asleep. How does that sound? Does that sound like a good idea? Does that sound like something you want to do? Well, then sit back, relax. I've got you tucked in here. You just have to make sure to tuck yourself in. Unfortunately, I can't do it for you as much as I might like to. So make sure you get comfortable and cozy. Tuck yourself in nice and tight. And I'll just yap away as you try and drift off to sleep. So once that's all done, you're all cozied up. How about I just start yapping away? I've been doing a little bit lately. It's kind of hard to keep track of it all. I've still been playing Silksong. I am this close to beating it. But I kind of slowed down. On the amount of time I've been putting in. There's only so many times you can die to the same boss before you've just got to stop. Put the game down and just walk away for a little while. Other than that, I've been playing, of course, I never stop playing it, apparently. I've been playing Minecraft again. I really want to play something else, but like Minecraft just always draws me into it. I'm also a bit of a Terraria, or some people say Terraria, but Terraria. I like Terraria too, I like Terraria also. And I was in a little bit of a mood to play that recently, but I didn't do it because I've been playing Minecraft. I always like playing Minecraft. Like survival mode, like bog standard vanilla Minecraft, right? You take bog standard vanilla Minecraft. But I won't like add mods. Typically what I'll do is I'll use the in-game like I forget what it's called, like the slash commands. I don't know what you actually call those. game to edit slightly the gameplay. Game rules, that's what they are. So when I play Minecraft, I'll do natural health regen turned off. I'll also do sort of semi-hardcore. So when you die, basically you lose all your items. So it deletes your items when you die. And then there was like you can get like a command block, and you can put some code into it to get it to when you die. It deletes all your items. It inflicts you with like hunger, so it drains your saturation bar. And then also I play with non-health regen, so when you eat food, it doesn't heal you. If you're full, that is like how Minecraft works. You have to drink like health potions. So typically I'll play Minecraft like that now, just as like a bit of a challenge, because I've been playing the game for the last 15 years, something like that. I've been playing Minecraft since it came out, so there comes a certain time when you just want a bit of a challenge. You just want a bit of a challenge. So typically I'll play Minecraft like that. More recently though, well, okay, this first part is not more recently. For years I've also been playing Skyblocks. Minecraft, like Skyblocks. I absolutely love playing Minecraft like that, using all my in-game knowledge to try and craft like a world from nothing. I love playing Minecraft like that. But a friend of mine recently really wanted to do okay, so it's a mod pack, right? And the mod pack is okay. Let me explain something else. We used to play a lot of Sky Factory, which is a mod pack where you do Skyblocks, but it's like fully modded, so that way you can you get trees that are like copper and coal and like iron trees that grow, and you make the minerals out of the trees. And then it's like you slowly create like a crafting system where like those trees sort and then go into like a computer system that then crafts more items. And there's like automation and then like this whole system set up so you can do everything on this little island in the sky that you've done. And he and I, we played a lot of that. We got it to a point. I think we beat the game. We went and killed the Ender Dragon and did that, and I think we beat the Wither as well. We beat all the bosses except for the Warden, because it doesn't spawn because you're in the sky. And what's the other boss? The Water Temple Guardian. I forget what it's called. But that boss technically is a boss. But we didn't do that either because they don't spawn. But then, so he wanted to do that again, but we were trying it with a different mod pack this time, called it's called Forever Factory, and it's basically sort of similar to Sky Factory. You don't have to play it on a Skyblock world though, that's the thing, but you get a little store that you buy stuff from, so the idea is that you create a marketplace essentially. So you'll grow trees and you can sell the wood and then use that to buy other items to craft more items that you can sell to then keep developing these systems. And it's got belts and gears and this automation system, so that way you can buy items and put them into this thing. It'll auto craft stuff for you. watch actually. And then it like auto sorts it and crafts it, and then like punches it out into chests, and then you can take the stuff from the chest and sell it, so you can then buy more items, do more and more stuff like that. And so we're playing that on a Skyblock world, just because it's like we can do it, and that's typically how we play. So I've been playing Minecraft like that recently. I gotta stop talking about Minecraft. I feel like every time I come and chat to you, I'm talking about that game. I don't know, it's so easy to talk about. It's just so, I guess, universal in my mind. So many people know what it is and have heard of it. So, like, I feel like it's an easier topic to bring up. But I promise, I'm not a total nerd. I'm not a total nerd. I am a bit of a nerd, but I'm not a total nerd. I do normal stuff too. I do normal stuff too. I've actually been spending a lot of the time in the gym lately. That seems to be the place that I am the most now. I spend like 3 or 4 days a week at the gym for like an hour and a half each time. I don't know if how much I've talked about this before, but I had my own like little setup here in my room at my house. There was just dumbbells, and I would work out like that. I did that for like a year and a half. I was like training here in my room, and there's only so much you can do like that. Mostly because I didn't like the idea of going to a gym. I didn't really like the idea of being in a place where there's a lot of people like trying to exercise, and like, I don't know, I just don't like large crowds, if that makes sense. So the idea of a gym didn't really appeal to me. But I was finally convinced to go and get a membership and started going, and then I haven't stopped since. I went once and I was like, okay, I can get behind this. This is cool. It's got all of the equipment that I want. It's got specialized machines that I can target the specific things that I wasn't able to at home. I just don't like going. And there's a lot of people here, but then I started working out like times that I could go that there was less people. And then now I've gone often enough that like I'm recognizing the other goers there, like the people who obviously go as much as I do. They seem to have the same sort of schedule as I do, because they're always there at the same times on the same days. And so there's a couple of people that I've like started to recognize going. But yeah, I do normal stuff like that. I go to the gym. I don't just play video games all day. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of time there. I actually went today. I went earlier today. And there's just something so satisfying, I guess is a good word. So yeah, I don't know the word. I guess satisfying would be the correct word, of just like absolutely going ham and exhausting yourself. And then like the next day you feel really sore, but it's like a good, like you feel good that you feel sore. Like it's hard to walk, but you know that it's because you put in the effort and the time put in the effort and the time to really do something good for yourself. It's just so good. I don't know how else to say it. Man, that bird is getting really loud. I don't know if you've heard it. It started off a little quiet, but it's just gotten more and more loud. I actually really like woolly wagtails. That's the kind of bird that it is. I don't know, they're kind of unique and I guess special in my family. Sort of, I don't know, there's been weird occurrences with woolly wagtails and family members and stuff. I don't know, but they're a cool little bird. Except when they do this and annoy me all night by chirping. Oh, well, hopefully that's not too distracting for you. You are resting, right? You are relaxed. And it's okay if you want to close your eyes, drift off, go to sleep. I won't disturb you too much. I'll try not to disturb you too much by talking your ear off. You can just slowly drift off whilst listening to me be a big old bozo rambling about nothing and everything. So, it's okay, you want to close your eyes. I don't mind. You can rest and relax, it's okay. It's alright, you can sleep. I really need to go on another trip, I think, another holiday. I'm about this time next year, or maybe maybe less, maybe 11 months. I'm probably going to be going to England for a little bit. My sister she lives over there, and so I'm going to go over there to visit her because she's getting married. So, yeah, about this time next year, I'm probably going to be going on a trip over there, and I have zero interest in going to England. I just don't care. The only reason I'm going is because she's there. But what do I want to see in England? What's cool about England? Can you tell me? Is there something cool? They got Stonehenge and they got some castles, and I guess I could go see London. What am I going to do in London? Sit on that Ferris wheel, look at a clock? I don't know. I just have zero interest. My family is from England. I have family that one side of my family is from Manchester and the other side of my family is from Devon. So I have family that is over there, and then my sister, immediate family, my sister is there. And then I have extended family that It's really the only thing that I'm interested in doing when I go over there. I don't know, maybe you can help me create like a list of things to do, to go see whilst I'm over there, something fun like that. But when I travel, I'd much rather just visit places that are here, like where I am. I'd much rather just travel within Australia. I want to see more of what's here. Like, I really need to take a plane trip to go to like Tasmania or even Queensland or somewhere like that. Heck, I'd even go to New Zealand. New Zealand would be pretty cool. Not that that's Australia, but I believe New Zealand and Australia have like a treaty, so like we can travel back and forth and like basically work in each other's country and like stuff like that. Kind of like what the EU has, where it's like you can travel between the countries pretty freely. Australia and New Zealand have like a thing like that as well. So you get a lot of Kiwis over here. They moved to Australia for work. I don't know if the inverse happens though. I don't know if a lot of Australians go to New Zealand to like live and work over there. I'm sure it happens, but I don't know. I guess because I'm here, like I hear the inverse happen a lot. Like we have a lot of Kiwis where I work. They all sort of came over and live and work here because like you can. Just as a New Zealander, you can do that, and as an Aussie, I can go to New Zealand and do that, which is kind of cool. But of course, like Australia and New Zealand are kind of really close. Like we have the whole like Anzacs, so Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, ANZAC, which is like the group of soldiers that went, I believe, in World War One from Australia and New Zealand, and so we both like have that like what we call a mateship. You have like mateship with them because it's like we were, that's butting heads. We were like joined and united in like war efforts back in the early 1900s. Where's I going with this point? Oh, traveling. Yeah, so I want to see more of what's around me, what's here. One of my favorite places to go is actually, it's 3 hours south of me, which, you know, might sound a little strange to some people. I can spend 24 hours driving and still be in the same state. So if I was to start in Albany and drive all the way up to like, I believe Kununurra is like the topmost point, or even, I guess, even just Broome. If I went from Albany to Broome, it would be like 18 to like 21 hours. Something like that of just continuous driving. So, you know, Western Australia is really, really big. Like, people talk about how big Texas is. Everyone's like, oh, you know, you Americans are all like, yeah, Texas is, everything's bigger in Texas. It's like, yeah, but, you know, Western Australia is massive. There's just nothing here. Half of it's like desert, and you just travel through the desert until you get somewhere. But there's a place that's down south from, sorry, like, if Perth is here on a map, right? Down south, like here is Albany, and there's a place just here that's called Margaret River, and then just above that is a place called Bunbury, and then Dunsborough is there as well somewhere. So you got like Dunsborough, Bunbury, Margaret River, and then you got like the going down south, like that area of Western Australia is the place that I like going most. More specifically, Margaret River is just, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. There's like nice caves and forests, and beach is sort of down in that area. Actually, the channel banner on my channel, that's a photo of the road that's like where I went once, and there's these really, really tall trees. So that's a photo that I took, and it's one of my favorite places in the world. Just like these really, really tall, I think they're gum trees, but they're really tall gum trees, and it's just like, oh, excuse me. They're really tall gum trees that like just span for ages. You can kind of just walk into the bush, and it's just these really beautiful trees. You kind of feel bad because you're like stepping on the plant life and shrubbery around, so you kind of feel like you shouldn't be doing that, but I don't know, it was just so pretty. I remember going there and being like, wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. And then of course there's the river part as well. You can like walk along the little town down there is also really nice. I've been there on 2 separate occasions with friends. Like we all just took a trip and went down there. And so I really, really, really love that place. But I think it's about time that I actually took a trip to some other places around. Like I have not actually been, I was saying before, I do actually want to go to Albany. I've not been. And it's like a shore city. I don't know how to describe it. It's like known for its port. I believe it's where like the Anzacs or something left. Like that's where they left from when they were here. Like the ones from Western Australia. I don't know, don't quote me on that, I can't remember. I know there's something important to do with ships and Albany. I can't remember what though, not off the top of my head. It's not coming to me. Anyway, I want to do a trip down there, so I don't know, maybe sometime soon. Maybe sometime soon I can just go on a little journey. I don't know, see if maybe one of my mates or something wants to come along. Just take the 4 or 5 hour drive down to Albany, spend like the weekend there, and then come back up. Something simple like that. My issue with traveling is like I never know what I want to do when I get there. It's like, yeah, I don't know, you can like look at things, I guess. It always, I don't know, just didn't seem that appealing to me. That's why I've not travelled a lot. When I travel, it's like I just want to go somewhere and like hang out, have fun with friends, like maybe get a good meal, but like I can do that here. I think traveling is more like creating memories with people. So to do it alone or like just like 1 or 2 people, it's, I don't know, it's less appealing to me personally, because I don't care to like go see some building or eat at a restaurant that I've heard about. If anything, like the things that appeal to me most is just like nature, if you've got cool trees, if you've got like cool forests and like oceans and stuff, I don't know, that's what's appealing to me. Like, I guess, okay, like if I am going to England, I would really love to go up to Scotland instead, because you have the I forget what they're called. I was going to say fjords, but that's a like a Nordic thing. Like Norway and Sweden have fjords, right? The big cliffs. There's like big cliffs that then have rivers. That's a fjord, right? I'm thinking of the right thing. But what's the thing in Scotland where it's like you have the cliffs that then just big drop down, and then it's like the ocean there. In the Marvel movies, it's where New Asgard is. Like, that's where Thor and Loki are talking to Odin, and then that's where like Odin, like, spoiler alert, is where Odin dies. He's like, this is a good spot, and then he turns to like little, I don't even know what to call them, like little sparkles, and he disappears. He does the Master Oogway thing where he goes, "My time has come," and then he goes, and turns into petals. But yeah, that, and then there's a scene in Parks and Recreation where Ron Swanson goes on a trip, because he's in England, and like Leslie sends him up to Scotland because he's like, he's doing what I did. He's like, what do I want to do in England? This place sucks. Like, they have stupid money and stupid things. But then like Leslie sends him on a long train ride, which, okay, train rides sound amazing. And then he finally like gets to where he's going, and it's those like hills, the grassy hills that then stop, and it's like on the ocean, and it's just like a big cliff. And he gets there, and then she's like, she has like a list of instructions, and he gets there, and she's like, okay, now read this poem. And he reads it, and he starts like to tear up, but he's like, because he's all like macho, he's not, he's like does like that thing. I like Parks and Rec. Parks and Recreation is a really good TV show. It's one of my favorites, actually. I have like a whole list of sitcoms. There's something about sitcoms that are just, they're just so good. I constantly will rewatch them. Like Parks and Recreation, The Office, How I Met Your Mother, Arrested Development. I kind of got into Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and it's really, really funny. I love Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There's just like such good things. But I don't know, I got like season 13 or something, and then stopped watching, and then was like, I want to watch it all again. Watch season 1. Was like, man, this is not, like, it's so different because Frank's not in season 1, which is so weird to think about if you have no idea what I'm talking about. What's his name? Oh, what's his name? I was going to say John Travolta. That's not the right guy. I said not the right gang. Danny DeVito, that's his name. Danny DeVito plays a character in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's like the parent of the brother and sister in the show. And so he doesn't show up though until season 2. And like once he's introduced, he's one of the funniest characters. There's just a scene where he's naked inside of a couch, and he's complaining about how hot it is. Then he like, it's so weird. He like, I remember watching like a podcast with him and the host, and he said like that's what sold him on the show was that scene, that he could just be like a freak, be this like naked really short old man that's inside of a couch, and then he like cuts it open and he like climbs out. He's just like looks. Oh, it's so funny. That show is really, really funny. And yeah, and Frank is the character's name. Frank is like just one of the best characters in that show. And then him and Charlie. Okay, well, I need to stop talking about TV show. I gotta stop talking about it. I'm just gonna want to watch it now. But yeah, I watch a lot of sitcoms, sort of on repeat. Whilst I play Minecraft, I'll have an episode of something. I think recently I've been watching The Office. Just sort of, I like not even really watching it. It's just that's the one that I select and will watch like an episode of. It's just so easy to watch, so easy going. It's an easy watch, and it's because I finished watching Friends again, because that's another one that I watch, is Friends. Wow, that plane is really loud. At least it's not rattling the windows. It is going to disturb that bird, though. Maybe I should try and not be so rapid in the way that I'm talking, because you're probably fast asleep, and if not, you're trying to get to sleep. And me, spitting bars, talking like that, probably isn't helping. So let's just give me a second. I'm just gonna. How about I try and talk nice and slow, just like this. Let you really unwind, relax, not worry about anything at all. You can keep your eyes shut. Keep your eyes shut. You don't have to worry about anything at all. Nothing to worry about. Just let yourself drift off. Okay. Just let yourself drift off. I'm just gonna talk for a little longer. Alright? Just a short while more. Hopefully that's enough time then for you to drift off and get some sleep. I really need to find like the next game I want to play. I should find it before close. Like I said earlier, I'm really close to finishing Silksong. Part of me really wants to play Final Fantasy VII for like the 5th or 6th time. It's one of my favourite games. It's Final Fantasy VII. I absolutely love. Most of the Final Fantasies I love. Specifically 7, 8, and 9. Those 3 are my favourites of the Final Fantasy series. So, I don't know, maybe I'll play Final Fantasy 7 again. But I need to play the original Hollow Knight. I never beat it. I played like 20 or 30 hours of it, but never actually beat the game. So it would probably make sense to do that after I beat Silksong, which is technically the sequel, so it doesn't make sense to play the second one before I play the first one, but what can you do? I don't know, Silksong seemed more appealing to me than original Hollow Knight. I could also go and play one of my favourite old school games. Something on the SNES. One of my favourite games from when I was a kid was Illusion of Time. I believe in America the game was called Illusion of Gaia. But for us, PAL region, it was Illusion of Time. Absolutely loved that game as a kid. Absolutely loved it. I still love it, honestly. It's got a few translation sort of issues, like some of the sentences don't make sense. But other than that, the game itself is really, really good. It's really good. Well, I mean, objectively speaking, it's probably not, but I like the story a lot. I like the gameplay. And it's just super, super nostalgic. How do I explain the game? It basically is like set in like human history's past, and the main character Will went on a trip to the Tower of Babel with his father, and then when there he like loses his memory and gets sent back to his hometown, like doesn't remember how he got there. It's it's really kind of confusing to explain. So the whole game is like he's trying to get back to the Tower of Babel, but like him and his friends are on a journey to get there, but they keep getting, lost and sidetracked, and they go to different places, and then like more events happening. Like at one point they lose one of their friends. Well, that happens like 3 times, but they get like separated. Like things happen. They go and find Will's cousin, who is like an inventor, and he made a plane, and then the plane crashes, and then they like get stuck on like an island, and like things like constantly happen just like as the game progresses. But it's all in like an attempt to get to the Tower of Babel at the end. And the whole time there's like a comet. There's like a comet that's like causing monsters much more harder. There's so many more things to do. So I kind of like beat it out and stopped playing because I never actually got to 3. I also really want to play Bully, Canis Canums Edit, or whatever its pal name is, but Bully, the Rockstar game on PS2. Man, I played that a lot as a kid. Probably shouldn't have, but what can you do? And that game was fun. That game was fun. I remember, actually maybe I want to play that. Maybe I'll try and work out how to play that. Play that next. That would be a fun idea. Okay. You're all rested now, Berzo. Are you asleep? Are you fully asleep? I don't know. I don't know if you are. I'm not sure. Maybe I could. There goes my gut again. Maybe I could chat about one last little topic. Maybe I can talk about one last topic. And then I'll bid you good night. I haven't actually asked you how you are in this video, have I? If you're up, you're still awake, you're listening to the things I'm saying. How have you been? How's life been treating you? Have you been up to anything lately? Any travels, any games, any TV shows? Have you been exercising, hitting the gym, maybe going on walks, doing something healthy for your brain like that? Anything at all? I've got all the time in the world to hear it. So if you want to tell me, you want to just talk back, let me know. I really want to hear it. I want to know what you've been up to. I want to know. I don't think I've done a lot lately. I was trying to think. I was like, what have I been up to? But I just have been over that for the last 50 minutes, haven't I? I don't know, I always feel a little strange when I come and talk to you. Sorry about that, that was really loud. I always feel a little strange because, like, I don't know other people's experiences, if that makes sense. I'll try and explain it. Because I'm me, and I can only experience life through my eyes. The things I do don't seem interesting my sort of ecosystem. Like, that's the routine that I stick in. It's video games, movies, chatting with mates, hanging out with friends. But hanging out with friends is doing those other things, is doing those hobbies. So, like, I have a mate that I go to the gym with. I have a mate that I go and get, like, lunch or dinner with. I have a mate that I play video games with. I have a mate that I watch movies with. Some of these mates are the same. I don't have that many friends. I have some friends, okay? I swear, I have some friends. I'm not just like, cooped up in my room talking to nobody, okay? I swear, I do have some friends. But like, for you, for example, like, what is it that you do? Like, is there any, like, other thing that you guys do? I don't know. Because I don't do it, it's hard to think of something like that. Like, I guess clubs. Like, do you have any clubs? Or, I guess if you're, like a student, and you go into uni or something, or even still in high school, like any schooling, it's like, what are you doing when you're not doing that? For me, it's always been TV shows, video games. The last couple of years, it's been, exercising. Although, as a kid, that was part of it. When I was a kid, I spent so much time, like, at a skate park, like, running around, scootering, like, around the streets, like, getting physical activity in, like, going to the park, playing soccer, with, like, the kids there, being a real hoodlum. But, like, as an adult, you don't really do stuff like that. I do kind of miss, like, hanging out at a skate park. That was a lot of fun as a teen. You and your mate would meet up, you'd ride your scooters down to the skate park, and then you spend like 2-3 hours just messing around, trying to do tricks, like trying to not smash your shins with the scooter. And then, like, it'd be the end of the day, and you'd be like, oh, let me just stay over at your house, and you'd have a sleepover. Like, I used to do that stuff, but, like, do people do that still as an adult? Like, go and, I don't know. I guess I'm talking about hobbies, right? Like, what hobbies? What hobbies do you do that's different from mine? I guess some people would, like, just by themselves go and try, like, new cafes and stuff. That's something I don't really do. Okay. Alright, so I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope you are extremely relaxed and you enjoyed listening to me yap. I really need to, like, chill out in some of these videos. I get a little too rambly and forget that I'm here to help you relax. I get too engaged in the topic that I'm talking about and just start yapping. I really need to just take my time to slowly talk about what I need to talk about, explain it, and engage with it in a slow, calm to wrap myself up nice and cozy, tucked into my bed, take a long sleep, get ready for my day tomorrow. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but I'll be doing something. Well, I know I'll be working, but I meant more like what I'm doing when I'm not working. Alright. Good night, Bozo. Sleep well. I'm going to go to bed now myself. I don't know if you noticed, I finally cut my hair. So, I don't know, does it look good? So, anyway, I'm going to bed. I hope you liked listening to all this, listening to me yap about all the things that I've done, I've been doing, things on my mind. Just to sort of break the illusion for a moment, I wanted to thank everybody who had suggested topics to talk about. I know I didn't get to like the majority of them. I picked like 2 or 3 that I had noticed people were saying, and then tried to naturally flow into those conversations, like as if I was just talking to you. So I hope that came across. You can continue to recommend things if you like in future of topics you want me to talk about. I'll keep using them to spark ideas and try and create a flow of conversation. Yeah, it's typically like when I talk for long periods of time, and I'd like to keep doing things that you like, as well as videos that I like. Well, good night. Good night, Bozo. Sleep well. I'm gonna go tuck myself into bed and go to sleep myself now too. So good night. Sweet dreams. And I'll see you in whatever video you join me for next. Wow, you can kind of see I'm really tired. You can kind of see. Okay. Good night.